So today we're going to talk about a nootropic that I really don't hear much about. Theacrine. No one talks about it. It's found in green tea leaves along with L-theanine and caffeine, and it has similar impacts to both L-theanine and caffeine. It's kind of like a middle ground between the two, but no one ever talks about it. I think a big part of the reason why we don't hear much about theacrine is because we don't really know how it works. So what does it do exactly? All right, number one, it's energizing like caffeine. If you take a lot, it's very stimulatory. If you take a little bit, it can have a calming, sedating quality. So that's already interesting. Scientists think that it has something to do with the adenosine receptor. So as adenosine goes up, we become more sleepy, our brains become more muddled, and we want to go to bed. But it's thought that theacrine blocks the adenosine receptor so that adenosine can't go up and we remain wakeful. It's thought to be anti-inflammatory. It's thought to have some interactions with breast cancer, as in, kind of kills breast cancer. It's analgesic, so if you take it, it will lower your pain response. It also seems to influence your feeling of tiredness. So you might be tired, but when you take theacrine, you will think you're less tired, which is interesting. It's kind of like psychoactive in that way. But it does a host of different things, and it's non-addictive, and that's one of the things I want to talk about. Caffeine. You can get habituated to it in as little as like 3 or 4 days. Theacrine, you never habituate to it for some reason. So you can take a little bit of caffeine, take a little bit of theacrine, and get all of the benefits of both without getting addicted to another thing. Pretty cool. Now, surely this must have some sort of side effect. And as far as we know, it does not seem to. But one thing that I've noticed about it, if you take it in powder form, oh my God, it's disgusting. It tastes really bitter. But like you will like react. Like you ever bite into a lemon as like a little kid and you're just like, another comparison is leucine. If any of you have ever mixed leucine into drinks, leucine is awful. Same with theacrine. When you mix theacrine into something, you will taste the theacrine. There's no masking it. But you get used to it and you don't need to have that much theacrine to get much of an effect. Like I've had, I get stimulatory effects from it from as little as like 100 milligrams. So it's not too much to suffer through. And it really is pretty stimulating. It's energizing. It's a nice alternative to caffeine. You can throw it in instead of having like Ritalin and all these other really stimulatory things that impact your dopamine system. I quite like theacrine. I think more people should try it. Be warned, it tastes awful, but really, what nootropic tastes good? So the top 4 things to know about theacrine. Non-habit forming, which is pretty awesome for something that's so energizing. It promotes wakefulness. It improves your cognitive performance, but unfortunately tastes absolutely awful. But have any of you tried theacrine? Are you gonna try it? I'm quite curious because I feel like no one's been talking about it. I've known about it for, I wanna say going on 10 years now, and it still has never really caught on. You occasionally see it thrown into pre-workout formulas, but no one talks about it even then. People still just talk about the caffeine content or the beta-alanine content, never about the theacrine. I really think theacrine's awesome. Remember, my name is Dejan with Physique EO. I'll see you in the next video.